Hi fire signs, how are you? Welcome to your weekly Law of Attraction reading for the week of April 23rd. Let's go ahead and get started. Your May monthly love readings are up, so go ahead and be sure to watch those. I'm doing private readings again, so if you're interested in ordering one, you can just click on the link below. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck. It's really growing on me. I really wasn't sure if I liked it for a long time, but it is really starting to grow on me. All right, Aries, Leo, and then Sagittarius. So if you can put the timestamps below. These videos are pretty short anyway. All right, what are the messages for Aries this week as in terms of what they're trying to attract and manifest into their life? Life, love, spiritual, health, career. What are the messages for Aries? This is what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, additional advice to consider. Make sure you can see. Okay, additional advice to consider. What is the Death card, major transformation. I'm mostly just attributing this to we're out of Venus retrograde. There's a lot more energy, and you are, we're in still we've entered Taurus now, so we're into your astrological year. We're in the second month, so things seem to be progressing really well, and you've been going through this emotional transformation. What you want is the Three of Wands reversed. This speaks to not wanting to be alone. This speaks to, that's the Two of Wands. The Three of Wands speaks to you feel, now we've gone through this big transformation. You know this. You're very aware. This speaks to internally, Aries, you know you have not put forth all of the effort that you could have been putting forth into something. So this week, there's this awareness of, I need to be managing my schedule better. I need to be, if I want to reach this plateau or this level in my life or love life or physical fitness life, whatever it is, I need to be doing more. This is a realization of I could be doing more. You want to be doing more. So your focus is the Ace of Wands. So your focus is, if I want to be doing more, I need to get that passionate experience back into my life. So there is definitely passion. So life, love, I know I'm going to keep saying that, but whatever it is that you've gone through this transformation this week, you're realizing you need to be putting forth more effort into something, and that passion is going to be there. You're really putting forth a lot of effort into it. And this focus is taking you to the Three of Cups. And this is an interesting card in this position for you, Aries, because this speaks to, maybe I've been socializing a little too much. Maybe I need to stop doing and going and seeing everybody because they want to do something and because I'm invited everywhere. And you're very social, so you love doing that stuff. You love going and being social. But if you're trying to reach someplace, it's time to learn to say no to things that you don't really want to do. And after this Libra full moon that we had in mid-April, you have this self-valuation going on, and you're saying, no, I actually don't really want to go to that. I really don't want to go to happy hour, so I'm not going to go. I need to start taking care of myself and managing myself in a different sort of way. So advice is the Ten of Swords, and this speaks to an ending, an emotional ending. Now, this could mean that you feel stabbed in the back. Maybe if you're turning people down, they're not going to like that. They're not going to appreciate that, but you're not really caring, honestly. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but it's time you really start taking care of yourself. And this is the right move for you, Aries, because the Ace of Pentacles speaks to new beginnings in material development, in manifesting something that you actually really want. And so you're taking the right moves. You're making the right moves this week. All right. That was a very good reading. Enjoy your new self, Aries. All right, let's look at Leos. All right, what are the messages and advice and guidance for Leos the week of April 23rd? Messages and advice and guidance for Leos. Okay, this is what is, what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, additional advice to consider. What is the Ace of Swords. So in your life, this week you have large amounts of extreme clarity. You know what you're doing and you know where you're going. The path is set, the map is laid out, and it's just a matter of execution. There's no more questions in what you're doing or what you're trying to do. There is clarity. What you want is the Star card reversed. Now the Star card is a card of faith and hope and belief, so it's a very beautiful card. But you actually want tangibility. You don't want to rely on faith. You don't want to rely, and maybe subconsciously you will be still, but you actually want tangibility. You want to build something that is real and not be looking to faith and hope and belief that it will happen. You're actually going to make it happen. Your focus is the Four of Swords reversed, so you have energy. You're willing to put forth the effort on very high levels, because where your focus is taking you is the Empress. And so this week, Leos, you may have sleepless nights because you're trying to execute a plan. A massive action plan is what it's called, a map. You are actually trying to execute it to perfection. And you have the energy, you have the drive, you have the passion. And the Ace of Swords is extreme force in love and hatred, extreme force and passion. So you're pulling out all the stops this week in trying to manifest something. And just a little quick story. One of my best friends is a Leo, and he started a business not long ago, 4 or 5 months ago, and he has been working tirelessly. And yesterday, he got an email from a national brand that wanted to pay him $40,000 a month to manage 121 of their branches. $40,000 a month. And he's saying, that's going to take a lot of work. I'm going to need some more money. And they're negotiating that right now, and he's probably going to get the contract. And he is so excited, and he has so much energy and passion behind the project, and so much belief in the company and belief in his company, that here it is. He's not hoping for a contract. He's not hoping they come in with more money. He's not hoping that his business takes off. He's literally making it happen, and he has been working 17, 18 hours a day. So this is just an example of what that means. You have clarity, you have direction, you know what you want, and you're going to go get it. Advice. And I'm laughing because he's been MIA, because he's been working so hard. And all of our friends are like, where is he? What's he doing? What's going on? Have you heard from him? And it's like, no, he's working. So advice, calm down social hour a little bit. If if you really want, Leos, if you really want to make something work and you have the energy, utilize it. And maybe social hour needs to be put on the back burner for a minute, you know, at least for this week while you're pushing this through, while you're working on this. And then something additional to consider is the King of Swords reversed. So, interesting, because there's a lot of swords here, Leo. While swords speak to clarity and strategy, they can also speak to being in your head a little too much and lacking some emotion. And so what I'm seeing with this card, specifically because it's next to the Three of Cups, is you're all gung-ho about your project and what you're trying to do this week, which is perfect, great. And you're maybe taking a hiatus from your social life, which is fine. However, don't forget about emotion, because this is already working. And so don't forget your emotions, and don't forget to take care of your emotional state. If you're cutting people out of your life to focus on a project just for temporarily, that's fine, but be aware that there's going to come a time when you're going to be a little tired and need to decompress. So don't forget about your emotions. Make sure you're getting sleep even though you're working tirelessly. All right, Leos. Interesting week you have. I need to start putting these in here, otherwise they all start popping up. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. What are the messages and advice and guidance for Sagittarius this week of April 23rd? What are the advice and guidance for Sagittarius this week of April 23rd in terms of what they are wanting to attract and build and manifest into their life this week? All right, Sagittarius, this is what you want, your focus, where your focus is taking you, advice, additional advice to consider. What you want is the Knight of Pentacles. You want to take a slow, or not, this is not what you want, this is what it is. So you are taking a slow approach to something. Whatever you're trying to attract and manifest into your life this week, you are wanting to do so in a slow, methodical manner. Something to where you are ensured and guaranteed a certain result. So, whatever it is, take a very slow approach. Don't get into analysis paralysis, though, by overthinking and overcalculating and over-strategizing, but just take slow, methodical steps, and then you will get the desired result. Think of how a Capricorn or a Taurus would approach a project. Even a Virgo, even though they're extremely detail-oriented, so there might be some analysis paralysis there. So just slow approach, and it will guarantee a result. What you want, Three of Wands. You want to know in your life this week, life, love, career, fitness, health, you want to know that you've done all the appropriate steps in the appropriate manner. You want to have that feeling, that satisfaction of, all right, I'm doing this right. Now your focus is on something that's very passionate. So this could relate to love. This could also relate to a hobby, something that makes you feel good about what you're doing. proud of it. And that's why I say hobby, because sometimes work is work, and while we're supposed to love our work and love our job and our careers, sometimes it can just become a little monotonous. So this could very well speak to some sort of project or hobby. And you, Sagittarius, love new experiences and new things and learning, and so this very highly speaks to something that could be hobby related. Art projects, photography. So the passion's there though. Now where your focus is taking you is to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is, you're realizing, now this is a new beginning. This is something that you're starting. That's probably why you're taking a slow approach to it. And this focus is taking you to the Queen of Pentacles, which means, and she's reversed. And so you know that this is going to take a lot of work for a long time before you reach that level where there is abundance. Okay, this is something that you're starting, and you know it's going to take, I'm going to repeat that because it's important. You know it's going to take time before you can reach that level of abundance. This isn't get rich quick. This isn't starting an online company and becoming a millionaire by next week. Advice along the exact same lines is the Nine of Pentacles. You do want to build this. You want to be in a place in your life where you're completely happy with the result of this project. Now again, this is just a weekly reading, so I don't want to get too philosophical about it. But this is your goal. You keep this vision in your mind. I want to be free. The bird in the Nine of Pentacles always represents freedom and options and the material comfort that allows freedom and options. Not just being free, and doing everything, but having that capability. Like they say, money doesn't bring happiness, but money brings options. Money offers options. That's what this is. Freedom to choose, freedom to decide, freedom to go. So that's your goal. That's when you're starting this project and when you're taking these steps, this is what you're envisioning. You know it's going to take a lot of work, but this is what you're envisioning. And then something additional to consider, the Emperor, fire sign, the card of Aries. So, hello, you're a Sagittarius, so you can run this ship. And you know it. You have the know-how, you have the passion, you have the energy, you have the organization, you have the leadership skills. So don't forget who you are this week, Sagittarius, and don't forget as you're slowly doing this and slowly starting and wanting to realize that you're really putting everything in the right action in the right place, just know that you're bound to be successful. You keep this goal in mind. It's not going to be overnight, but you know who you are and where you're going. So don't forget that. That's why this is additional advice to consider, because you have to keep remembering who you are and how capable you are. All right, Sagittarius, that was a beautiful reading. Well, thank you so much. And if you haven't watched your monthly love readings, they're up, so enjoy those. And then if you would like to order a private reading, just click on the link below. Thank you so much, fire signs. All right, bye.